Paper 14. Paper 14. Question number 326. Question number 326. Right, give me quick answers. Give me quick answers. Right, which of the following statement is correct in relation to the general purpose financial statements? Right, what's the answer for the question number 326? Right, now you can send answers to the host. Okay, to the host. Send the answers to the host. Now the answers are going to host one. So, okay, right. What is the answer? Question number 326. What's the answer? Only Oshanti, what's the answer? Which statement is correct in relation to general purpose financial statement? What's the answer? Yes, second one. Second one is answer. Provide information to the existing and potential investors, lenders, and other creditors. Okay, second one is the answer. Second one is the answer. Right. Second one. Second one. Right. 326 was the answer. 326 was the answer. Which of the following answer shows the correct sequence of the function of the accounting process? What's the answer? What's the answer? Question number 327, what's the answer? Yes, Amani, correct? Yes, third one is answer. Third one. ACDB. Occurring transaction, first transaction, first one, first activity, second activity, preparing source document. Third one, preparing payment books. Fourth one, recording transaction in ledger. Right. ACDB. Third one is answer. Third one. Third one. Third one. Right. Question number 328. Question number 328. 328. What's the answer? 328. කවුද රොෂන්දි වන්තාව වාගෙන දන්නේ නැහැ කොහොමද කියලා අපි ක්ලාස් එකේදී බලමු පේපර්ස් කරනකොට හරිනේ right answer 7 පුළුවන් විදියට රොෂන්දි right බලන්න right ළමයි next question 328 right now use the following information to answer question number right following three questions Navoth Malinta started a business of selling mobile phones. Following transaction took place during the month of April 2025. This business was registered for VAT. A business registered for VAT. Right. These are the transactions. Right. Then, the correct sequence of the sequence of showing source document related to the transaction take place with passing the mobile. Passing the mobile. Now, what's the answer? What's the answer? KPI, what's the answer? The correct sequence of the showing a source document related to the transaction taken place with passing the mobile. What's the answer? What is the answer? Amani, can you hear me, Amani? Yes or no? Yes, right. Right, what's the answer? I got one of the answer from Amani. What about others? The correct sequence of solving this also came related to the transaction take place with personal motors. What are the transactions conducted with personal motors? First transaction, mulling the investor cash to the business, right? Second one, purchase stock of mobile phone from personal motors on credit, right? Right. For the second transaction, invoice. Third one, purchase furniture for the use of business. Fourth one, cash shares included, right? Expenses paid for the period, right? Return a stock of mobile phone to Pasindu. Debit note. Sixth transaction conducted with Pasindu. Debit note. Debit note. Purchase return debit note. Paid cash advance, right? Yes, fourth one is answer. Fourth one. Amani, your answer is correct. Fourth one is answer. Fourth one. Yes. Sanitya, correct, right. Right. Question number 329. What's the answer? Oh my god, dear. curse එක move කරන්නේ මූ වැඩි චොර වෙනවා. තාම මේ ලැප් එක හැදුවේ නෑ මේ මට යන්න විදියක් තිබුණේ නෑ මගේ අර ලැප් එක රිපෙයාර් කරන්න මගේ යාළුවෙක් ඉන්නවා ඒ දවස් ටිකේ වෙනකොට busy ඒක busy කියන්නේ යාට මේ දවස්වල පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩ ටික වැඩි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මේ ඒ හින්දා මෙයා මේ දවස් ටික මට පොඩ්ඩක් මේ වීක් එකකින් පස්සේ එන කියලා කිව්වේ ලැප් එක ගන්න. ඒකේ move කරන්නේ shape එකේ move කරන්නේ laptop එක හරිනේ. Right, ළමයි බලන්න question number 329. The answer which shows the source document and payment books related to the transaction 3 above. Transaction 3 above. Right, ළමයි 329 what's the answer? 329. Right, for the 329 transaction 3 above. Purchase furniture for business use. Yes, fourth and yes. 329 fourth and is answer. Payment voucher, cash payment journal. Yes, right. Fourth and is answer. Right, fourth and is answer. Right, lamai question number 330. The net profit earned by the business for the month ended 30th April 2025. What's the answer? What's the answer? Lamai, net profit earned by the business organization. What's the answer? What's the answer, Lamai? Net profit earned by the business organization. Net profit earned by the business organization. Net profit. What's the answer for the question? Net profit earned by the business organization after these transactions. What's the answer? I got two answers from Onili and Roshandi. Right. Okay. Net profit earned by the business organization. How to get the answer for the question number 330? Question number 330, what's the answer? 330. How to get the answer for the 330? 330. What's the net profit earned by the business for the month ended 30th April 25? Right. What are the transactions? Look at the transactions. Malinta invested cash to the business, no impact to profit. Purchase a stock of mobile phone from Pasindu Mobile on credit, right? Purchases included were 324, right? Why purchases? Purchases. Purchases without VAT 300. Purchase furniture, no impact to profit. Cash shares. Cash shares included were 56. Cash sales included by 56, right? Then am I sales. Sales without VAT 700. 756 minus 56, 700. Sales without VAT 700. Right. Expenses paid for the period. Right. Now my expenses. Expenses paid by the business 120. Return the stock of mobile phone to Pasindu mobiles due to defects. VAT included 8,000. Purchase return. Purchase return 100. Purchase return 100. Paid cash to Pasindu. These are the transactions. These are the transactions. Now net purchases 200. Expenses paid 120. Then there is no closing stock. Now make a closing stock mugut nahi, mugut kiyan nahi. No closing stock. Then 200 we can consider as cost of sales. Cost of sales 200. Then 200 plus 120, 320. 320. Total expenses 320. Sales 700. 700 minus 320. How much? 380. 700 minus 320. 320. 380. 380. Okay. Profit earned by the business 380. Closing stock 0. Closing stock nahi. Eka hinda tamai new 380. Okay. Right. Right. Question number 330 done. Right. Now look at the question number 331. Look at the question number 331. Question 331. Amani answer is clear? Amani clear? Yes, right. Now look at the question 331. The total electricity bill of a business for the year 150,000. 120,000 was paid out of it. The correct effect on the accounting equation from the above transaction is right. What's the answer? Right, 331. What's the answer? The total electricity bill of the business for the month of for the year is 150,000. Right, right. 120,000 paid out of it. Right. 331. What's the answer? 331. Yes, Roshanti. Yes. Right, correct. Second one is answer. Lamai order bakal explain kan nona mana kiyan na. Explain kan na. Right. Yes, now second one is answer. Second one. Right. Electricity bill expense for the period 150. 150 equity minus 120 paid in cash. Then cash minus 120. Balance 30 payable. Payable 30 plus liability. Second one is answer. Second one. Clear? Navisha, clear Navisha. 331 clear Navisha? Navisha 331, okay, the clear Navisha. Clear है तब टकला मैसेज चलता है ना क्लियर देना हाँ clear right right question number 332 look at the question 332 answer the following two questions using the information given below. Cash control account balance in Sagar business as of 31st March 25 is 150,000. The bank statement showed a different value and following are the reasons. Right. Easy question. Easy question. Unrealized checks, unpresented checks, bank charges, direct remittances to the 500. Deposits check 10,000 has been recorded in cash received as 1,000. The cash balance that should be shown in the financial position. Right, Lamai. What's the answer? 332. Easy question, easy. From this question, what's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer? Right, easy question. Huh? Different answers. Amani and Roshanti, right? Finally, first answer, Navisha. First answer. 332, 333. First answer. 332. 332. Roshanti, ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾರು ಮೇಲೆ third day. Roshanti, ಒಳಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ third day ಪಾರ. Right, line one. 330, 332. අය ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ සුජාතා නුගේරු සුජාතා නේද? ඉතින් ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ මේ පාර අයිලන් third ආවේ. ඈ? අයිලන් third හරි fourth third එක ඔයාලගේ ස්කූල් එකේ නැහැ. නේම් එක මට විතර නෑ මම. Right. Now question 331 easy question. Sorry, 332. 332 easy question. Adjusted cash book, opening balance 150,000. Right, and then unrealized check. My direct reconciliation statement. Unrealized check minus. Unrealized check 25,000 minus. Unrealized check. 1% check 5,000. Bank charges 500. Okay, unrealized check 25. 1% check 5,000. Bank charges 500. Bank charges 0.5. Date remittances of dividend income 2,500. Deposit check 10,000 has been recorded in the cash receipt journal as 1,000. Another 9,000 need to debit. Again, just registered cash book balance how much? 150 plus 2,500 plus 9 minus 161. 161. 161. Collected cash book balance 161. 161. And then 161 transfer to the reconciliation statement. The reconciliation statement, and then the balance shown in the bank statement, and then 5,000 plus 25,000 minus. And then what's the answer? What's the answer? 161 minus 5,000, sorry, plus 5,000 minus 25. What's the answer? 141. 141. Yes, 141. Balance share balance 141,000. Balance share balance 141. Right. Easy question. 332, 333. Right. 334. 334. Look at the 334. Look at the 334. Right, 334. The account takers which provide the basis for the deducting dividend paid to shareholders of a company from the retained earnings. What's the answer? What's the answer? Come on, 334. What's the answer? What's the answer? 334. What's the answer? dividend paid to shareholders of a company from the retained earnings. Deducting dividend paid. What's the answer? What's the answer? Deducting dividend paid to shareholders of a company from retained earnings. What's the relevant concept? Accounting concept. Namisha, what's the answer? Namisha. 334. 334. 334. 334. Yes, Oshandi. Yes. Yes, entity concept. Entity concept. Okay, entity concept. Entity concept. Business entity concept. Okay, right. Lamai, what are the accounting concepts? Give me 1 minute. I will show you accounting concepts at first. Business entity concept, going concern concept, periodic concept, money measurement concept, accrual concept, consistency concept, substance over form concept, realization concept, matching concept, prudence concept, materiality concept, historical cost concept, and disclosure concept. Okay, Lamai, accounting concepts. Accounting concepts. Accounting concepts. Business entity concept. All the transactions conducted with the owner need to be recorded. In accounting, we consider owner as an external party. As an external party. Therefore, the transactions conducted with the owner need to be recorded. Business entity concept. Therefore, dividend also we need to record. Grow means we need to record. Going concern concept. Okay, the business will continue this operation for foreseeable future, more than 12 months after the financial year ending date. Now, financial year ending date පස්සේ තවත් 12 months වලට වැඩි business එක run කරයි කියලා තමයි ඔබ කියන්නේ. The business will operate for a foreseeable future, more than 12 months after the financial year ending date. The business will be continued. Okay, going concern concept. Going concern. The business will not be closed down. The business will not be closed down. Okay, okay. The business will not be closed down soon. Going concern concept. After the financial year, let's say if the financial year ending date is 31st March 2025, exceeding 31st March 2026, the business will be continued more than 12 months. If our financial year ending date is 31st March 25, then from that date, okay, the business organization will be continued for a more than 12 months after the year ending. After the year ending, if the year ending date is 31st March 25, exceeding that date, the business will be continued more than 12 months. More than 12 months. Okay, exceeding 31st March 2026, the business will be continued. Going concern concept. Going concern concept. Next financial year, exceed the business run going concern concept. And then money measurement concept. Transactions which can be measured in terms of money recorded in account. Money measurement concept. Periodic concept, right? We need to divide lifetime of the business organization into periods, and then for each periods we need to calculate financial performance of the business organization. Okay, periodic concept, and then accrual concept. Relevant income and relevant expense should be recorded. Realization concept. Okay, realization concept directly influence to SLFRS 15 revenue from a customer contract. Why SLFRS 15 will hit when realization concept. Without passing risk and reward related to the product, we can't recognize an income in the financial statements. Okay, without passing risk and reward to the customer, we can't recognize an income. Then to recognize an income in financial statement, risk and reward should be transferred to the customer. Okay, realization concept applicable for income. Matching concept, all the expenses incurred to earn revenue should be recorded. Matching concept. Okay, therefore we deduct closing stock from the cost of sales. Why? To calculate correct cost of sales. We deduct depreciation also. Okay, depreciation also right there. Depreciation also one of the expenses incurred by the business organization to generate income. Matching concept. Historical cost concept. Purchase price of the transaction should be recorded. Okay, historical cost concept. Prudence concept. Conservation concept. Okay, we can't overstate assets and income. We can't understate liabilities and expenses. Okay, right. In the business, the true nature. Okay, recording and of true and accurate profit earned by the business of the right. We need to show the true nature of the business, organization. Okay, right. Within to show the true and accurate amounts of reports that should be prepared and presented to show the true and accurate amounts of profit and loss of the business to comply with this. We need to show the true nature of the business organization according to prudence concept. Right, and then matching materiality concept. All the material transactions we need to report. Okay, materiality. There are two concepts related to material. Material in nature, material in size. Now, some of the transactions material to the business organization based on the nature, but some of the transactions material to the business organization based on the size, based on the amount. Material के forms දෙකක් තියෙනවා. size එක material වෙන්න පුළුවන් සමහර amount මේ nature के material වෙන්න පුළුවන්. stock damage එකක් වුණොත් තමයි stock expired stock එක ගත්තොත් තමයි ඒක nature එකේ material. හරි. හැබැයි ළමයි සමහර ඒවා size එකේ material. දැන් අපි ප්‍රථම දැන් stapler machine එක ගත්තාම size එකේ immaterial. Purchase of stapler machine. ළමයි purchase of stapler machine අපි දාන්නේ ළමයි මේ stationery expense වල තමයි charge කරන්නේ. ඒක size එකෙන් immaterial. හරි. Purchasing a cargo flight to the business. Business එක aviation business කරන ළමයි cargo flight එකක් කියලා buy කරනවා. හරි. cargo flight එක වගේ එකක් buy කරලා තමයි ඒක nature එකේ material. තමයි මොකද කියලා තියෙන්නේ. helicopter එකක් buy කරොත් right හරි. තමයි materiality. ඒක තමයි materiality එක තමයි smaller value මේ item ළමයි අපි profit and loss එකට charge කරලා ගන්න. Immaterial, like a size immaterial. Substance or form concept. Okay, we need to show the economic reality of the business rather than their legal reality. Lamai business එක පෙන්නනවා economic reality. Legal reality කියන්නේ. Okay, we leasing වලට ගන්න assets අපි business එකේ lease assets කියලා recognize කරන එක. Economic reality rather than the legal reality. Substance or form concept. Disclosure concept. Okay. Disclosure concept. All the information relevant for the interested parties should be reported. Should be disclosed. Right. Disclosure concept. And then consistency concept. Consistency concept and accounting policies of the business organization should not be changed time to time. Now, policies change time. Policies all my FIFO method use करना, FIFO method use करना नहीं, VAT method use करना वाले. Inventory valuation. Policies change करना. Policies change करना है. Okay, policies should not be changed time to time. Right? Okay. All my full vegetarian ना, full vegetarian. क्या बोला आपने? Right? एकला में आगे policy एकला. नाम vegetarian ना एक काम नहीं, एक और policy. Right? ना एक policies. Right. Now there are two situations that a policy can be changed because of a requirement of another account. Now account standard के लम्बा requirement है तो तब policy change करना because of a requirement of another account standards. Okay, and then next one is where the change in policy will result in financial statements being more truthful and more reasonable. To show financial statements in a better manner. Okay, rather than the available situation, okay, rather than the available condition of financial statements, then we can change accounting position. Why? අපිට හොඳ තියෙන method තියෙන condition එකට වැඩිය ළමයි හොඳ condition එකකින් financial statements තමයි අපිට පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන් නම් ළමයි එහෙනම් අපිට change කරන්න පුළුවන්. Depending on the judgment of the management, a policy can be changed. හරි ළමයි ඒතර ඔය තියෙන්නේ situations where a policies can be changed because of requirement of other accounting standards based on the second one based on the best judgment of management to show financial statements in more relevant manner. We can change we can change accounting policies. Otherwise, we can't change accounting. Right here, now I'm in accounting concepts. Huh? There are 13 accounting concepts to discuss in our syllabus. Okay, 13 accounting concepts are there. Okay, these are the accounting concepts. 13 accounting concepts. Huh? Right. Right, enough. Right. We'll move into right. Question number 335. Question number 335. Right. Question 335. The fundamental qualitative characteristics of a financial information are fundamental qualitative. What's the answer? 335. What's the answer? Yes, Amani correct. Yes, Prashanti correct. Relevance, first one. Second one, faithful representation. Relevant and faithful representation. First one relevant. Second one is faithful representation. Okay, right. Right, done. Look at the question number 336. Question number 336. Question number 336. The profit earned by an entity for the year ending 31st March 25 was 550. Subsequently, following errors were revealed. These are the errors revealed by the business. Stock drawings 10,000 were not accounted. Discount received 15,500 has been debited to the discount allowed. Bad debts related to the period has not been adjusted. Right. I have not given the baddest amount. Right. Right. Anyway, right. Total sales for the period 2 million and foreign portion 2% on it has not been adjusted. For the question of 335 here I don't baddest related to the period has not been adjusted. For that one write down for C, for the C, For C, write down bad is related to the period has not been adjusted. Let's say bad debts as 12,000. Am I write down 12,000 for the C? For the C, write down 12,000. Right, Lamai? For C, write down 12,000. 12,000. 12,000. For the C, 12,000. C, 12,000. Right, Lamai, what's the answer? Correct net profit after adjusting above information. For how much the correct net profit? After adjusting above information, correct net profit, Lamai? Give me the answer. I got one of the answer from Amani. Okay, right? Give me a quick answer. Question 335, what's the answer? Sorry, 336. Question 336, what's the answer? Kapilash, what's the answer? 336. Kapilash. What's the answer? 336. Right, 336. Profit earned by the entity as of 31st March 25 was 550,000. Profit earned by the business organization 550,000. Draft profit. Draft profit 550,000. Draft profit 550,000. And then stock drawings 10,000 was not accounted. Now, what's the double entry for the stock drawings? Stock unadjusted stock drawings. Stock drawings account debit. Trading account credit. Unadjusted stock drawings double entry. Drawings account debit. Trading account credit. Trading account credit. Trading account credit. हमारे यहाँ पे trading account दबाई credit ला नहीं क्या किया दबाई. Profit account 10,000 add ला नहीं. Trading account credit. दबाई plus है non trading. Credit side plus. दबाई profit plus. Unrecorded stock drawings 10,000. Unrecorded stock drawings 10,000. Profit plus. Profit plus. Yeah, what's the double entry for the unrecorded stock drawings? In the trading account. Trading account credit 10,000. Drawings account debit 10,000. Drawings account debit 10,000. Drawings account debit 10,000. So Lamai make a trading account debit 10,000. And profit plus. Because of on the other hand, Lamai, because of on the other hand, or because of unrecorded stock drawings, cost of sales overstated. If cost of sales overstated, profit understated. Then again another 10,000 we need to add back. Oh, in double entries. Through double entries, Lamai. Then double entry only अपने आसे करने पड़ता. Stock drawings account debit, trading account credit. Lamai we need to add 10,000 drawings. 10,000 drawings to profit and loss. Okay, right. B. Discount received 15,500 has been debited to discount allowed account. Discount received. Why? Discount received has not been recorded. Then 15,500 we need to add. 15,500 we need to add. Discount recorded has not been recorded. And then discount received has been recorded as discount allowed in the debit side. Discount allowed. Then another 15,500 we need to add back. Discount allowed amount. Discount received amount we need to add back, and then recorded discount deducted discount allowed amount also we need to add back to the profit. Clear? Amani clear? Kapilash clear? Clear? Prashanti clear? Shaditya clear? Right. Bad is 10,000. Bad is 12,000. We need to deduct. And then D, total sales for the period 2 million and Warranty provision 2% on it has not been adjusted, right? Provision for warranty we need to deduct 2 million, 2 million into 2%, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000. 40,000 we need to deduct 40,000. Provision for warranty. Provision for warranty 40,000 we need to deduct. Then how much the profit? 550 plus 10,000 plus yes, I am correct. As is 539, 539,000. Okay, right. Correct net profit 539,000. Question number 336. Question number 336. Correct net profit 539,000. Okay, then. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, clear, right. Now, question number 337. What's the answer? 337. Question number 337. The number of members for the year 31st December 25. Number of members of this sports club. Question number 337. What's the answer? 337. 337. What's the answer? 337. The information related to members fee of Onasena Sports Club. Onasena Sports Club for the end of 31st March 2025 given below. Right. Opening membership fee receivable, closing receivable, membership fee received in advance, right? Membership fee received in cash during the year 100,000 and some members have left the club without paying last year's subscription fee. That amount is decided to write off an annual membership fee per member is 500. The number of members for the year 31 December 25 weeks. Number of members. Number of members. How do you get the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer? The number of members of the club for the ending. How many members are there? How many members? Question number 337. What's the answer? 337. Lavai. 337 को देने answer कर. Question number 337. 337. Right. Subscription account. Opening subscription receivable 5,500. Closing subscription receivable 2,000. Opening received in advance 3,000. Closing received in advance 1,000. Membership fee received in cash during the year 100,000, cash book debit, subscription account credit. Some members have left the club without paying the last year's subscription fee. This amount is decided to write off and right. This amount is decided to write off. Now we will consider as total 5,500 has not been able to collected by the business. Now make a collected on Baruna. Okay, they left the class. Sorry, they left the sports club without paying 5,500. Now make a write off and amount का अपने किया नहीं ना 5,500 का write off कर डालना है ना मेरा बंदे ने अपने make में write off करना भी अपने assume करना है और मैंने members fee written off income statement written off किए थे written off 5,500 written off 5,500 then हमारी clear subscription fee for the period how much clear subscription fee for the period how much 3,000 plus 100,000 plus 5,500 plus 2,000. Sorry, here credit side total amount 110,500. 110,500 minus 1,000 and 5,500. 104,000. 11 membership fee for the period 104,000. Then 104,000 divided by 500. Annual subscription fee 500 is the 104,000 divided by 500. So we calculate number of members as of 31st December 2025. Number of members. 11 subscription fee 104,000. 104,000 into 104,000 divided by 500. Divided by 500. Okay, the number of members 208. Number of members 208. Yes, sir. Right. 208 number of members. Okay, then. Kapilash, clear, Kapilash? Kapilash, clear. Okay, right. 337, okay. Right. Allow my question number 338. What's the answer? 330, what's the answer? 338. Right. 338, what's the answer? 338. Allow my 338, what's the answer? 338. Which of the following cost classification is more suitable for cost volume profit analysis? We have done. We have discussed. What's the answer? Ask for the 338. What's the answer? Yes. Cost volume profit analysis chapter 15. Chapter 15. Lama chapter 15 එකට suitable එක අහන්නේ. මොකක්ද ඉන්නේ answer එක? The fifth one, fixed cost and variable cost. 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 Right. Look at the question number 339. Look at the question number 339. 339. Which of the following statements are correct in relation to section 24 of the Partnership Ordinance? Question number 339. What's the answer number 339? T-9 versus T-9. Which of the following statements are correct in relation to section 24 of the partnership ordinance? What's the answer? T-9, what's the answer? What are the correct statements? Profit should be paid minimum monthly salary. Profit should be paid minimum monthly salary of 1,000. Partner should be paid. Partner should be paid, right? According to section 24, profit and losses should be shared equally. Lower interest rate entitled to retired partner 10%. Partners are not entitled for interest on capital. What's the answer? What's the answer? Yes, yes, BND, 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 BND. Profit and losses should be shared equally. Section 24. D. Partners are not entitled for interest on capital. Yes, the BND, BND, BND. Right, right. Look at the next question. Look at the next question. Use following details to answer question number 340 to 341. 340 and 341. Right. Current account of ABC partnership for the year ending 31st March 25 is given below. Current account. Current account on the credit side. Balance brought forward 10 and 10. Right. And the interest on capital, salaries, profit share. Right. And the debit side, drawings, balance carried on. Right. Right. Additional information. Interest on capital 10% and during the additional capital is not invested by the partner. During the year, additional capital is not invested by the partner. It should be during the year, right? Anyway, right. How much is the net profit earned by the earned during the period? How much the net profit earned by the business? How much the net profit earned by this business organization during the period? How much the net profit? Right, I got one of the answer from Momani, right? Net profit earned by the business. Net profit earned by the business, how much? Bagi wanita. Pwede naman chuktakin na mayroon lang. Ako ito paper lang noon. Ewan kita mau paper ka dalam na. Kapilas में paper 14 एक बड़ा online रूप में कोड काट रहे थे कपिलाश आने हमारे कपिलाश आने हमारे Right, hello. So my net profit earned by the business. How to get net profit? Question number 340. 340. Question number 340. How to get the answer? 340. How much the net profit earned by the business? Net profit. How to get the net profit? Net profit of the business organization. Net profit of the business organization shared among partners as interest on capital. As interest on capital. As salaries and profit share. Profit share. Profit earned by the business organization, they share among partners as interest, salary, and profit share. Partners provide capital to the business. Therefore, capital, the return is interest. Partners provide their partners allocate their time to develop the business, to manage the business. Therefore, partners are entitled to get salaries. Partners bear losses. They bear risk of the business. Therefore, partners are entitled to get profit. Profit. Nama yala interest එක business එක capital එක supply කරනවා. එහෙනම් partners වල interest ගන්න පුළුවන්. Partners ලා ළමයි යාළුවගේ time එක management activities වලට involve එයාලා time එක ළමයි management activities වලට එයාලා allocate කරනවා. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ට ගන්න පුළුවන් salary එක. Partners ලා risk එක ගන්නවා ළමයි. ඒ හින්දා යාළුවට profit ගන්න පුළුවන්. Ratios to pay interest, salaries, and profit. Okay, total profit earned by the business shared among partners as interest, salary, and profit. Then total interest on capital 30, 30, 15. How much? Interest on capital 60, 75. Right? 75. Total interest on capital 75. Total salary 36. Profit share 50, 50, 25. 125. 125. How much the net profit earned by the business? 75 plus 36 plus 125. 236. 236. 236. Right. Answer for the question of 340. 236. 236. Right. Question number 341. Question number 341. Total equity asset 31st March 25. Total equity of the business. Total equity. Total. How to get the total equity? Question number 341. Question number 341. Total equity. Total equity. How to calculate total equity of a partnership business? How to calculate total equity? Current account total amount plus capital account total. Current account. Current account total amount. A, B, C. Current account. Current account A, B, C. 82, 87, 37. Total amount of current accounts. How much? 82 plus 87 plus 37. 206. 206. Current account total amount 206. Plus capital account balances. Capital account. Capital account balance. How do we capital account balance? Why? Interest on capital 10%. Interest on capital 10%. Why? Interest paid. Interest payable to A 30. Interest payable to A 30. Then why? 30 divided by 10. Interest on capital 10%. 10%. 30 divided by 10 multiplied by 100. Multiplied by 100. Okay. How much? How much? 300. Interest on, sorry, capital 300. A. Capital amount of A 300. Capital amount of B also 300. Capital amount of C 150. The total amount how much? 600, 700, 750. 750. Then total equity of the business. Total equity. 956. Total AP 956. Clear. Clear. Total AP 956. Clear. Kapilash clear. Amani clear. Clearing right. Okay, right. Now my next question. Look at the next question. Question number 342. Question number 342. What's the answer? 342. Look at the question 342. Initial cost of the machine is 342. The cost item related to machine purchased by an entity are as follows. This machine was this business was Asian product. List price, trade discount, VAT percentage 10%, rebate 100, carriage inward 100, installation cost, installation charges 70, testing expenses 50, a maintenance expense 30. What's answer? What's answer? How to get the answer? Question 5. Sorry, question 342. Question 342. What's the answer? 342. What's the answer? Initial cost. How to get the answer? I got one answer from Amani. No. That is not the answer. What's the answer? 342. Account standards. Account standards tube. Page number 17. Account standards tube. Page number 17. Have a look at this one. Look at this one. An item of property, plant and equipment that qualifies for recognition as an asset shall be measured at its cost, and it includes the following: purchase price including import duties and non-refundable purchase taxes, purchases taxes, shipment charges, insurance charges. Some charges after deducting trade discount or rebate. After deducting trade discount or rebate. Any cost directly attributable to bringing the assets to the expected location or condition. Direct cost of construction of acquisition of assets, cost of site preparation, initial delivery and handling cost, installation and assembly cost, net cost of testing, whether the SASIP functioning properly. Amended. Professional fees. And then C, the estimation of the cost of dismantling and removing the assets at the end of the lifetime. Now, my testing costs, no need to add. Testing cost and sales income of testing cost, no need to adjust. Okay, no, amount limit one. Deducting trade discounts and rebates. Clear the money. Amount clear. Okay, no money. Right. Right. Testing costs. Testing costs amended. The document got already document. CS Sri Lanka. Treatment before the amendment. Net proceed from the sale of products manufactured during the testing. 50,000. Sales income. Sales proceed of the items. Initially manufactured item sales price. Cost 30,000. Net profit 20,000. Net profit deduct. Not eligible. Treatment after the amendment not eligible. Okay, net cost remove clear. Clear. Testing cost deduct. Kabilash. Rebate discounts money. Yes, not allowed. They proceed from the sale of product manufactured during the testing. Okay, testing cost ignore. How to get the answer of this question? Paper 14, how to get the answer? The cost item related to the machine purchased by an entity are as follows. The business was registered for VAT. Initial cost of the machine is, initial cost is how much? How much the initial cost? 1,270,000, right? Okay, Aman, we'll calculate. Right, listed price. Question 342. Question 342. 342. This price 1,500. From this price, you need to deduct trade discount. How much the trade discount? 1,500 to 20%. Trade discounts 20%, 300. Trade discount we need to deduct. VAT percentage, no need VAT. Why? This piece are registered for VAT. They no need to add back VAT. VAT lamai make not applicable. Make VAT apply nahi. Am I registered for VAT? No need to add VAT amount to the machine value. But if the business did not register for VAT, then they need to add VAT to the machine. Am I VAT register නැත්තම් මේක add කරන්න ඕනේ. VAT register නැලම add කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒක recover කරන්න පුළුවන් යාට. ඒක යාට deduct කරගන්න. Rebate we need to deduct. Rebate කියලා තමයි ඒක deduction නැත්තම discount එක කරනවා deduction නෑ. 100 rebate we need to deduct. Carriage inward 100. Carriage inward we need to add back 100. Installation charges 70 we need to add. Installation charges. Testing expenses, testing expenses, no need to add. Maintenance expense also, no need to add. The value of the machine. Value of the machine. Value of the machine. 1,500 minus 300 minus 100 plus 100 plus 70. 1,270. 1,270. That's 1,270,000. Yes, Amani answer is correct, Amani. $1,207,000. Clear? Amani clear. Kapilash clear. Sunita clear. Clear. Right and right. Question number 343. Question number 343. 343 what's answer? 343. Which of the following statements are correct? What is answer? 343 what's answer? අපේ ක්ලාස් එක ළමයි 9:30 ඉවර කරනවා 9:30 ඉවර කරනවා 9:30 අපි last 2 weeks කරන්න ඕනේ classes අපි ඉස්සරහින් කොහොම නම කරගෙන යමු මොකද මේ time එකත් එක්ක පොඩ්ඩක් අමාරුයි අපි කොහොම යනවා මට අර lab එකේ case එකක් එක්ක තමයි වැඩේ පොඩ්ඩක් අවු ගියේ laptop එක දැන් කොහොමද හදාගන්න ඕනේ මේ තාමත් මේ curse එක පේනවනේ ඔයාලට පේන තියෙන විදිය මොකද මුකුත් කරගන්න විදියක් නැහැ වැඩි move කරන්න බෑ ඒක highlight කරන්න නම් මුකුත් කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ ළමයි උඹ තමයි යන්නේ වැඩි එහෙම කරන්න කිව්වොත් ළමයි වැඩි චොර වෙනවා ඊපස්සේ curse එක auto move වෙන්න පටන් ගන්නවා right right now 343 what's answer 343 which of the following statements are correct now my correct statements what are the correct statements 343 provision is a liability of uncertain timing and amount correct statements contingent liabilities are adjusted in the statement in the financial statements provisions are shown as liabilities in the statement of financial position contingent assets are shown as an assets in the statement. Now, what's the answer? 343. Which of the following statements are correct? Correct statement. Provision is a liability of uncertain time and amount. Correct or wrong? Yes, that is correct. Yes, Amani, your answer is correct, Amani. A, correct. Provision is a liability of uncertain timing and amount. Uncertain timing and amount. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Provision correct. Second one, contingent liabilities are just study the finance. No, we can't do this. C, provisions are shown as liabilities in the statement of financial position. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. D, contingent assets are shown as assets. No, no. A and C. A and C. A and C. Answers A and C. Answers A and C. Right. Okay. Answers A and C. Right. Question number 344. What's the answer? 344. What's the answer? 344. The details of a motor vehicle purchased on lease are given below. Assets fair value 1,150,000. Direct cost incurred 50,000. Lease period 5 years. Useful lifetime 8 years. Assets ownership is with the leasing company at the end of the lease period. End of the lease period, ownership of the assets is not transferred to the lessee. The ownership is not transferred. Lease period පස්සේ ළමයි ownership එක transfer වෙන්නේ නැහැ business එකට. ඒක lease period එක තමයි leasing company එක තමයි ළමයි ownership එක. එහෙනම් අපිට ළමයි මේ depreciate කරන්න ඕන ළමයි lease period at the useful lifetime, the lease period. End of the useful lifetime. Okay. Ownership will not be transferred to the lessee. Then we need to consider lease period as useful lifetime of the motor vehicle. Well, lease period is my useful lifetime. Useful lifetime 8 years. But depreciate over 5 years. We need to depreciate over 5 years. Then the amount of annual depreciation, how much? Amount of annual depreciation, assets fair value 1,150,000, direct cost incurred 50,000. Then how much the total amount? 1,200,000. 1,200,000 total amount of the assets. 1,200,000. Then 1,200,000 divided by 5 years. 1,200,000 divided by 5 years. How much the annual depreciation? 240,000. 240,000. Okay, value of the assets. Value of the assets 1,150,000. Direct cost incurred 50,000. Then 1,200,000. Value of the assets divided by 5. Divided by 5 years. The answer is 240,000. Annual depreciation 240,000. Annual depreciation 240,000. Okay, ne? Right, ne? Right. Right. Next one. Question number 345. Look at the question of 345. The financial statements of Himansa PLC for the year ending 31st March 25 were approved by Board of Directors on 5th June 2025. Right, and then Which of the following is an adjusting event in the financial statements? What are the adjusting events? LKS 10, LKS 10. Events are to reported. What's the answer? Which of the following is an adjusting events in the financial statement? Adjusting events. What are the adjusting events? Adjusting event and non-adjusting event. Events that we need to adjust to the financial year, and some of the events, and then events that do not adjust to financial year. Adjusting events and non-adjusting events. Some of the events we can adjust for the financial statements, but some of the events we can't adjust. Non-adjusting events. Which of the following is an adjusting event? Adjusting event. First one, issuing shares before 5th June. No, share issue we can't adjust. Share issue we can't adjust for the financial year. Second one, decreasing market value of investment on 6th April 25. On that day, decrease market value of investment. C, a debtor as a 31st March 25 was declared as bank up to the date 5th June 2025. C, declaring final dividend. 4th and 5th one. An employee filed a case asking compensation 7th April 25. And according to the judgment, the court declared to pay 100,000 30th May 2025. Now what's the answer? What the answer? Now share issue record කරන තමයි අපි accrual basis නෙමෙයි cash basis. නම් share issue කරාම පස්සේ තමයි record. ඒක 31st March වල hit වෙන්නේ. Decreasing market value on of investment on 6th April. On that day, right? Value of investment decrease on 6th April. Okay, there is no evidence that the market value of shares, market value of investment has decreased on has been decreased as at 31st March 2025. ළමයි 31st March 2025 එක drop වෙලා කියලා evidence එකක් නැහැ. මේලා drop වෙලා තියෙන්නේ 6th April. 6th April. On that date market value decreased. Then no need to adjust. See, a debtor 31st March 25 was declared as well. Yes, we need to adjust. Third one we need to adjust. Fourth one, declaring final dividend. Declaring final dividend, no need to adjust. Fifth one, employee filed a case on 7th April 25. Employee filed a case asking compensation on 7th April 25. And right, he filed a case after the financial year. After financial year, then no need to adjust to 31st March. 31st March adjust करना है. मतलब मैं यहाँ से क्या देने? C. Data as a 31st March 2025 declared as C. Third one is answer. Third one is answer. Third one. Right. Now my question number 346. Third one is answer. Third one. Question number 346. What's the answer? Following are the details of raw material naming RM in Pujani's business. The business uses FIFO, first in first out method, FIFO in issuing inventories. Production cost related to raw material RM. Production cost of production. My production cost O okay. Cost of raw material issued to the production. Cost of raw material issued to the production 346. What's the answer? 346. 346. 346. What's the answer? How many percent of money? Opening balance of raw material 100 units at 10. Purchases 50 units at 12. Issues 110. Purchases again 50. Issues 80. First in, first out. Opening stock 100. At first we need to issue opening stock at 100 rupees. Opening stock at 100 rupees. Opening stock, opening quantity 100 at 10 rupees. At first we need to issue opening stock 1000. And then we need to issue 110. Balance 10 we need to issue at 12 rupees. 120. 110 done. And then again they have issued 80 units. 80 units. Then out of that 50 units, 10 units issued, balance 40. 50 bali 10 units issued balance 40. 40 at 12 rupees. 5 for method. Balance 40 units of issue are purchases on 18 January. At 30. At 30. Okay. Then 40 at 12. 180. 40 at 13. 30. Right. 1000 plus 120 plus 480 plus 28. 2120. 2120. Production cost related to raw material 1. RM1. 2120. Clear? Kapilash, कर 5 method the name. Study कर देना Kapilash. ये first in first out में. First in 5 method के first in first out. First in में चेयर में इस्लाम शुरू कराना. ये में यान Kapilash. Dan mereka tu temu orang शनिवार ना. नहीं. स्टोर से जाएगा तो मैं उनके आंसर करें. स्टोर से जाएगा तो. और ये मैं बार में ओपनिंग स्टॉक के दिन फर्स्ट जनवरी का Kapilash. First January opening stock 100 units at 1000. Sorry, 100 units at 10 rupees. तो 1000 तीनों opening stock. ऐसे मेरा था purchases तीनों Kapilash. 5th January 50 units at 12. 50 units at 12. 50 units at 12. तो मतलब 600. मेरे first in first out. तो ऐसे मेरा issue करना 11th January 110. 110 issue करना इसलिए 100 देता issue. 100 that 10. Balance 10 issue करना लिख रहे हैं. Balance 10 नहीं आना. Balance 10 into 1. रहेगा 1000. रहेगा 110. जैसे Kapilash मतलब 18 जनवरी पहले आपको बाई कर लेना. 18 जनवरी 15 is at 30. 50 is at 30. 650. Again issue करते हैं 80 units. ये 80 issue करने Kapilash इससे लाभ मेथड का रिमेनिंग तीन में मेथड परचेस करते हैं 50 out of 50 issue 10 then balance 40 ना balance 40 into 12. Balance 40 को issue 80 जनवरी purchase. Amani, can you hear me, Amani? Yes, sir. Kapilash, can you hear me? Kapilash? Right. Kapilash, balance for issue kara, method issue kara. Me 50, 50 at 30. Oh, yeah. First in, first out. First in, first out. 40 at 12 rupees, 480. Balance 40 at 30 rupees. 520. The total, Kapilash, amount total. 1000 plus 120 plus 480 plus 520. 2120. FIFO method. FIFO method again. I think faster. Full discuss the FIFO method. Okay, the clear FIFO method. Right. 346. Now I look at the 347. 347. The correct sequence of 5 step in recognizing revenue as per LCLFR is 15. What's the answer? 347. 347. LCLFR is 15. I got one of the answer from Amani, right? Amani, 347. Look at the 347. LCLFR is 15. There are 5 steps to recognize a revenue. According to SLFR is 50. According to SLFR is 50. There are 5 step. Okay, there is a 5-step model to recognize income as per SLFR is 15. Here, what are the transactions? Identify the performance obligation of the contract, right? Determine the transaction price. Recognize revenue when performance obligation satisfied. Identify the contract with the customer. Allocate the transaction price to the performance obligation. Right. Now, first step first step එක. Ready? Start shoot එකේ ළමයි. මේක. Last page. This is a 5-step model. Identify the contract. D. Identify performance obligation. A. And then determine the transaction price. B. And then allocate the transaction price for each performance obligation. E. And then recognize revenue when performance obligation satisfied. C. D, A, B, E, C. D, A. I think I got the correct answer from one. D, A, B, E, C. Yes, one is answer correct. D, A, B, E, C. Identify the contract. And then identify the performance obligations. Again. And then determine the transaction price. Allocate the price and the allocation of price. Allocate the transaction price to each performance obligation and then C. Recognize revenue when performance obligation satisfied. C. 5-step model. Right. 348. 348. Information related to company for the year ended 31st March 25 is given below. The change in retained earnings for the period, increase or decrease? The change in retained earnings. Retained earnings. The changes in retained earnings. Our changes in retained earnings and retained earnings. Question number 348. 348. 348. How to get the answer 348? The change in retained earnings for the period. Changes in retained earnings. What's the answer? 340. What's the answer? 348. What's the answer? 348. Issued 300,000 equity shares at 50 per share. No impact to retained earnings. Capitalized retained earnings 50,000 shares at 50 rupees per share. Reserve capitalization. Reserve capitalization now. Reserve retained earnings. Retained earnings account. Reserve capitalization of 50,000 shares at 50 per share. Reserve capitalization. Reserve capitalization on how much? 50 to 50. 2,500,000. Retained earnings debit. 2,500,000 retained earnings debit. 2,500,000 retained earnings debit. Retained earnings debit. Ordinary share account credit. Total comprehensive income for the period 1,250,000. Total comprehensive income. Total comprehensive income 1,250,000. Total comprehensive income 1,250,000. Land evaluation surplus included in this amount is 500. Then profit for the period. Profit for the period 1,250 minus 500. Profit for the year 70. 750,000. 750 profit for the year. Profit for the year 750. Interim dividend paid. Interim dividend 150. Cash book credit. Retained earnings account debit. Transfer to general reserve 50. Transfer to general reserve 50. Then after all transactions, then retained earnings increase or decrease. Retained earnings increase or decrease in the business. Retained earnings. Retained earnings decreased by 1,900. Okay, Laman. Retained earnings decreased by 1,950. The net impact is 1,950. Okay. Net impact is 1,900. That's 700 here, 750. The difference is 1,090. Retained earnings decreased by. Am I right on the answer? Decreased by 1,090. That's the answer. That's the answer. Decreased by 1,090. That's the answer. Clear? Already clear. Kapila, Shamani, clear? Right. 349. The current ratio of a trading business 3:1. Which of the transactions given below affected to decrease the current ratio? Current ratio lamai. Which of the following transaction given below affected to decrease the current ratio? Which of the transaction given below affected to the decrease in the current ratio? Right, lamai. Ratios. How to get the current ratio? Current assets divided by current liability. Current assets divided by current liability. 349. Ratios still we haven't discussed in the class. When the current ratio, current assets divided by current liability. Current ratio of the business 3:1. If current assets 3, current liability is 1. If current assets 3, current liability is 1. Okay. If current assets have 1, let's say if current assets 300,000, current liability is 100,000. 100,000. Okay, now here, Lamai, here the answer should be receiving cash from debtors, no impact, paying cash to creditors. Lamai, purchasing a land. Purchasing a land. That's the answer. Third one is which of the transaction will affect to decrease in the current ratio? When you purchasing land, current assets, cash decrease, but no impact for liability. Let's say if you purchase 200,000 worth of land, your cash balance will decrease. Cash will decrease, but no impact to current liabilities. The current assets 100,000. Current liability also 100,000. 1:1 ratio. Ratio is 1 to. Current ratio decrease. Here the answer is third one. Someone may have question decrease in a amount of chuttak then only can make transaction learning amount එකක් දෙන්න. amount එකක් දුන්නා පස්සේ තමයි අපිට හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් ලේසි. ඔය decrease වෙන amount එක ළමයි ගත්තොත් එහෙම ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට question එක දෙන්න ඕනේ values figures දෙන්න ඕනේ. figures එක තමයි අපි adjust කරලා ගන්න. මේ question එක figures දීලා නැහැ. ඒක අපි පස්සේ කතා කරමු. තාසි මම කියලා දෙන්නම් මට මොකක්ද scene එක කියලා. right figures දෙන්න ඕනේ අපිට මේ current assets කීයක් drop වුණාද කියලා. කියන්නේ මේ receiving cash from debtors. ඒ කියන්නේ no impact. හැබැයි ළමයි අනිත් ඒවල amounts පොඩ්ඩක් දෙන්න. ඒක තමයි හරියට මාස් එක ගන්න. ඒක අපි මම පොඩ්ඩක් ආඩ කියලා දෙන්න next week. next week කියලා දෙන්න. figures උනා පස්සේ කොහොමද අපි equation එක ඉන්නේ ratios වල ගන්න එක බලමු. හරියට බලමු next week. හරි තමයි මම කියලා දෙන්න මොකක්ද කියන්නේ. figures එක දුන්නා පස්සේ කොහොමද ගන්න කියලා. ඉතින් මේ transaction එකද current ratio increase decrease කියන එක බලන්න ඕනේ figures අපිට දෙන්න. figures එක තමයි අපි figures දාලා තමයි adjust කරලා ගන්න යන්නේ. මේක ළමයි direct අපිට answer කරන්න පුළුවන් purchasing a land ඒක ගන්න පුළුවන්. purchasing land. හරිනේ? third one. Question 350. Following information was related to the goods produced by a company. Goods produced by a company. Production cost of unit. Now, 350 वर्ष answer 350. 350 वर्ष answer 350. ratios තමයි තාම ක්ලාස් එකේ කරලා නැහැ නේ මම ඒක වැඩි එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්නේ නැත්නම් ඒක අපි බලමු. එතකොට නැත්නම් ඔයාලට නිකන් ඩිස්කස් කරලා වැඩක් නැහැ. ratios අපි කරන්න තියෙනවා. නුගේවර ක්ලාස් එකේ නම් පොඩි අයිඩියා එකක් දුන්නා ළමයිට ඒ වුණාට අපි ෆුල් ඩිස්කස් කරේ නැහැ. ඒක හැමෝටම මේ වීක් නෙක්ස්ට් වීක් එකේ අපිට මම ratios ෂූට් කරලා දෙනවා. ඒකට ඒකත් එකක් බලමු. ඒක කරලා බලමු. අතෝ ගුරුවරට නිකන් ඒක ඩිස්කස් කරලා වැඩක් නැහැ. 350 about following information was related to the goods produced by your company. Prime cost 600,000, budgeted overhead costs 400,000. Simple question lah ini kemudian ya. Prime cost 600,000, budget overhead cost 400,000, 1 million. 1 million divided by production cost of a unit. Production cost of a unit. Kemudian nih 1 million divided by number of production units 50,000. 1 million divided by 50,000. What's the answer? Huh? 1 million divided by 50,000. What's the answer? 600,000 plus 400,000. 1 million. 1 million divided by 50,000. Production cost of a unit. Production cost. 20 rupees. Production cost of a unit 20. No need to focus on particular machine hours or number of machine hours per unit. No need to focus on that. ළමයි මේක පොඩ්ඩක් adjust කරලා ගන්නට සීනක් තියෙනවා. Following information was related to goods produced by a company. අපි ළමයි මේ question එක පොඩ්ඩක් clear සීනක් තියෙන්නේ. පොඩ්ඩක් අපි ඒක මෙහෙම ගන්න බෑ මයි. අපි ඒක මේ පොඩ්ඩක් පොඩි adjustment එකක් දාමු question එකට බලන්න. හරිනේ? delete කරන්න බෑ එහෙම ගන්න බෑ. මේක අර මේ overhead cost එකත් යන්නේ ගන්න ළමයි. මෙතන අපි එහෙම ගමු ළමයි. මෙතන ලියන්න මේ budget machine hours 50,000, number of machine hours per unit 4 අපි ළමයි මෙහෙම ගමු මේක. මේක ලියන්න ළමයි මේක ලියන්න මෙහෙම ළමයි පොඩි ඇඩ්ජස්ට්මන්ට් එකක් ලියන්න මෙහෙම ලියා ගන්න. overhead ළමයි මේ හරි පොඩ්ඩක් ලියා ගන්න. overhead cost absorb based on machine hours. Overhead cost absorbed based on machine hours. අපි එහෙම හදාගමු නේද? මේක වෙනස් කරමු. Overhead cost absorbed based on machine hours. Okay ද ළමයි ඈ overhead cost absorbed based on machine hours. අපි මේ එහෙම හදාගමු. නැත්නම් direct නම් පෑපස්චර් කවුන්ට් එකේ divide කරලා හරියන්නේ. මේක production overhead cost එක ගන්න overhead එකක් production overhead එකේ details එකෙන් අපි එහෙම හදාගමු. හරිනේ? මේක ලියා ගන්න. Overhead cost absorbed based on machine hours. Based on machine hours. Right. එහෙනම් කොහොමද ළමයි මෙන්න බලන්න. question 350. ළමයි unit prime cost කියද unit prime cost Unit prime cost 600,000 divided by 50,000. Prime cost per unit. Prime cost per unit. Here 12. 12. Overhead. Overhead. Overhead cost total overhead cost 400,000. 400,000 divided by machine hours. 50,000. Overhead rate per machine hour. Overhead rate per machine hour. 400 divided by 50. 8. 8. 8. And then 8 rupees per machine hour. 8 rupees per machine hours multiplied by 4. Number of machine hours 4. Number of machine hours 4. How 30. 30. 40. Production cost of unit is 44. Amount clear? Amount clear? Abhilash clear? All clear? Okay, ne? Right. और डिरेक्ट करने वाला मैं यहाँ बोलोगे मशीन आवाज सीखने का मैं अपने कोड एडजस्ट कर जाते हैं राइट ने हाँ राइट लमाई राइट वेरी गुड हाँ रेशियो से इम्पैक्ट अगर हम नेक्स्ट वीक वाले किया देना हर नेक्स्ट वीक की अभी क्लास से डिस्कस करना फ्लो में डिस्कस करो हम क्लास के किया देना मैं रेशियो से मुकाबले विनने किया संभाल रेशियो स्पेस जो है वो वाला दिया हमारे क्योंकि ये उधर दिन तो मैं करेक्ट आंसर करने में हाँ यहाँ पे के मांग इधर किया देना नेक्स्ट वीक रेशियोस का डिस्कस कर लेना तो एक बार करना है ठीक है जी हाँ लमाई पेपर 14 डन नेक्स्ट वीक we'll discuss paper 50 okay right right lamaई good night